This website will support your studies when you are learning the Python programming language. The URL to the website is shown here. The website contains all free video lessons. It currently contains 275 video lessons, which amount to 50 hours of runtime. So it's the equivalent of 50 one-hour lectures on the Python programming language. There are also numerous 1-minute videos suitable for quick revision of various aspects of the programming language. Videos and exercises are still being developed. The basics of Python are covered, such as variables, data types, how to input from a keyboard, and so on. The structures of the programming language are considered, such as sequence of instructions, one instruction executed after another. Selection, this is where you choose one path through a program rather than another. So we look at the if, we look at the if-else. We also consider how you can loop through instructions over and over again, something referred to as iteration, and we look at the while loop, and we look at for loops. There is also a section on operators, such as addition, subtraction. We also consider relational operators, which look at how you can compare the value of one variable with the value in another variable to see which is the biggest, to see whether they're the same. And of course, it's these operators that allow us to make decisions in a programming language. We also consider Python strings. We look at how these Python strings can be manipulated. We will look for a character in a string of characters or a word in a string of characters, and generally discuss how we can deal with Python strings in the Python programming language. There's also a section on Python functions where we'll look at things like the print function, the absolute function. These are things within the programming language that allow us to carry out certain tasks, such as printing something to the screen, looking at the absolute value of a number. And there are many more that we can consider. And there are many more that I'll be adding to the website in terms of video lessons as time goes on. I also cover user-defined functions. This is where, as a Python programmer, you write your own function to perform a task, and you develop it from scratch. You write the code, you give the function an appropriate name, and that function then can be used throughout the programs that you write. I also have a section on Python lists. Now, this is an example of a data structure in Python, very similar to arrays in other programming languages, but with a twist. It's where you can group data items together, and it is an area of Python that is used frequently. Lots of programs will use Python lists, so there's a good coverage of Python lists on this website. Another extremely useful data structure within Python are Python dictionaries. And there is a section on this website that cover Python dictionaries and show how they can be used effectively. There are also numerous video lessons on classes and objects, which is an extremely important feature of the Python programming language, as well as many other programming languages. And within the lessons, I discuss classes and objects in general, as well as actually showing you how to implement classes and use objects within a Python program. I also look at namespaces, what they are and why they are useful within the Python programming language. There are also many videos on showing you how you can build a graphical user interface using the tkinter module. There is also a section on the Turtle Graphics module. Turtle Graphics is useful for beginners to get a feel for the programming language, as it gives you very good visual feedback It allows you to draw shapes using the notion of a turtle moving around a screen, as well as drawing graphs, and it is, in its own right, quite a powerful module. But if you wish to draw graphs, there are much better modules for doing that. But turtle graphics, I find, is an excellent way to teach beginners aspects of programming in general. There is a section on complex numbers, and this shows you how you can use complex number calculations in Python. Now, this may not appeal to everybody, but if you have got a mathematics background and you have an understanding of complex numbers, this is a section that you might find useful. Not only do I show you, however, how to use complex numbers in Python, I do also discuss what complex numbers are. So it's something that might appeal to programmers who are more involved with scientific type computation. Python is also able to use a module called NumPy. Now, this is an excellent module giving you many mathematical operations that you can use within your Python programming code. And the efficiency of the NumPy module for doing mathematics is excellent. And there are a number of video lessons on this module. A module that's frequently used in conjunction with the NumPy module is the matplotlib module. Now, this is where you have access to many pieces of code that allow for the drawing of graphs. And again, I've a number of video lessons on how to use matplotlib. There is also a section within this website on Python tips. If I come across a feature in Python that piques my interest, where I think, oh, that's useful, I haven't seen that before, then I will do a video on it, and I upload them to the section on Python tips. Now, I would like to stress that everything on this website consists of free video lessons. This is not a commercial venture. This is a hobby. This is just me producing videos on Python programming and uploading them to YouTube, as well as putting them onto this website, where I think they are possibly better organized than they appear on the YouTube channel. The URL to the website can be seen here. It's www.pythonbitesize.com. The link to the website also appears in the description below this video on the YouTube channel. Why not join me on Patreon? It's free to join. You can find the link to my Patreon page in the description below the video on YouTube. The advantage of joining me on Patreon is that I will occasionally send out emails informing you of the playlists I'm currently working on, as well as telling you when the next video will be uploaded to the YouTube channel and also to this website. You could also subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you click the bell when you do so, and you will get an update from YouTube every time I upload a new video. If you find the website useful, please share its link on social media.